I don't feel like having a very long, intro today. Hello, I live again. Me and Lynx are going to play some Final Fantasy XIV. I know, somehow I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV multiple days in a row. I have some sort of form of consistency on something. Wow. Being mean to myself, and I don't know why. So, updates for things. Nothing. Nothing at all. I have done nothing of note since yesterday. Okay, let's bring in links. Wow.
Yee!
The stream's mildly late because we ended up talking about Attack on Titan for some reason.
And now I'm gonna pull you right back into it.
Oh god.
You know what I love is that okay, everyone I see, they have a problem with this ending because like Aaron and his girl didn't get a happy ending.
I have seen lists of problems people have.
That is like I've seen like some lists, but like that's the major problem. People are like, it wasn't a happy ending. Like that is like oh sorry. That's always like the top of everyone's list is it wasn't a happy ending because like you people can and will and have been arguing because it's strongly hinted that the Titans are gonna reappear. Or that, nothing really helped because humans were attacking and went into war with each other. So people are like, it was all for nothing. There's no happy ending.
Everything I've heard about everything about the ending is summed up. Wow, this was completely pointless.
Yeah, it was either no happy ending and it was pointless. And I'm just like over here like, yeah, sometimes it'd be like that.
I have the question of just having fallen off whenever they were talking about all that humanity existed outside the walls, blah 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 stuff, and the Titan thing was actually entirely localized to that island. I fell off at that point. Mind, I almost fell off with the Titan shifting thing to start with because various reasons. And just to hear that there was even more that happened that would have made me fallen off makes me go, yeah, I stopped at a good time and now I don't have to suffer.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm very okay with the ending. I mean, is it the best ending ever? No, but I'll be honest, I feel horrible for saying this. I feel like a lot of times with like anime and manga, the endings are a little sometimes, not always.
I mean, a lot of them are eh. Everything I've seen of Attack on Titan just makes me laugh with how much it seems like it was just done to make the series stop.
There is a weird theory.
Is it along the lines of publisher interference?
No, like it ended in the manga on chapter 139, and apparently in Japan, the number 140 means freedom. So the people literally think they ended on 139 because Aaron never got like the freedom he wanted.
The entire thing sounds, just from what I read, sounds like it turned into the author's political manifesto.
I mean, I'm looking at a certain JJK right now. Uh,
I still say no anime has ever ended it as bad as Promise Neverland, though. You know, the one that I told you about that skipped
yeah,
100 fucking chapters?
yeah. Like I said, Attack on Titan isn't like my favorite anime. Do I enjoy it? Yes. The ending didn't ruin it for me. I actually kind of preferred this ending a little bit after with all that Aaron did. If I feel like if Aaron got his like happy ending, it would have
I
been like kind of like Breaking Bad. And I feel like this serious series needed a little bit of a sad ending.
I took issue with him turning evil in the first place. Then again, I took issue with so many plot changes in that series, so
I'll be honest, like people are like surprised he went evil, but at the same time, I'm a little bit like I'm not I'm not I'm not too surprised. Though though I love the one thing people are mostly freaking out about. Like there's a part where I don't even know if you like seen it. There's a part
probably
where
not.
um there's a part where Aaron is talking to Armin, and it's a little bit before it ends. And Aaron was like literally it kind of Aaron kind of seems like it he knows he's gonna die because he literally says, um I keep wanting to say the girl's name, but I know I'm gonna like get my tongue all twisted.
I don't even remember her name. I
He
wrote that
basically
I wrote that series off like years ago.
how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
hmm
Um but yeah, he was talking to Armin, and he literally goes, I don't want her to get over me. I don't want her to move on after me. I want her to like this is just me paraphrasing. He's like, I want her to always be in love with me and me only.
I can't believe they took the main character and turned him into a. Wait, I can't say that word on Twitch.
Yeah.
What's a euphemism? What's a euphemism? Mm, a Reddit user. There we go. I think, given the
I'm sure
last I saw of Aaron and hearing about this, I'm kind of just going, man, they character assassinated the shit out of him.
uh but yeah, I'm sure you can see how the internet is responding to him basically saying that about his like girlfriend.
Well, I had heard before even the ending was out, people calling him a certain C word. So,
Also, can I put us in roulette?
I've been waiting for you to.
Okay. And I feel horrible for saying this. I'm just a little bit more amused with it.
I think it's funny too, because I have zero investment in a series I already wrote off.
And like and that was like a show slash manga that like I didn't care um about too many characters. If I'm being honest, I just didn't care about too many. And they somehow managed to kill off half of my characters. So by the end, I'm just like, okay,
I mean, I assumed they were going to kill off the majority of the characters anyways, because I
yeah.
had a feeling it was going to Game of Thrones itself really hard. And wow.
Um, like I said, I'm okay with the ending. I'm not like too mad about it. Was it the best ending? No.
For
Though
you to
I
call
am,
an ending not good is a shocker.
yeah. But again, I'll be honest though, like even though I love Naruto, I wasn't exactly happy with the ending to that either. I'll be honest, I was actually more unhappy with Naruto than I was with Attack on Titan.
Have the strangest, like,
I'll be honest though, with Naruto, it was mostly Sasuke getting away with his like war crimes.
That
I think
man got away with everything.
I know you're like, I don't understand your logic. My logic with Naruto is like fully Sasuke getting away with his war crimes.
I thought you also had a massive problem with like the actual like in-game characters who got together.
Uh, I I'm not like
Oh wait,
I'm
it
not
was Bleach you hated for that.
actually no, I was okay with like um Ichigo and Orihime like being together. Uh, it was Naruto that I was kind of a little bit like, uh,
You accused it of allowing the shippers to win.
there was only one couple. I'm like, I feel like the shippers have won. It was Tamari and Shikamaru, and because it was very much like this feels that coupling feels really weird
You're like the only person I've ever seen who said that.
with Tamari and Shikamaru.
Yes.
Like, I knew it was gonna happen. I still thought it was weird. Also, it was one of those things, though, and I know you're gonna say, like, oh, but, consistency or whatever is good. It was
This
one
is
of
the
those
C?
consistency.
Oh, consistency.
Yes. Like, I know you're gonna say, oh, but that can be a good thing. I'm not disagreeing, but almost all of the characters that were like hinted that were gonna be a couple ended up being a couple more or less.
I mean, yeah.
Like there was only one character that I was like, wait, really? They got together? That was like there was only one that I was actually shocked about. And that was like Choji.
Mhm.
And like I said, I'm not disagreeing that that's a bad thing. It's just interesting. But yeah, but I don't count that as like into the factor of me not liking the ending because I personally were really, predictable.
Hmm.
I like some of the couples. I do. My big problem really is Sasuke and his war crimes.
can, can we agree that Sakura is the biggest moron on the planet for getting with him, though?
I will at least give Sasuke that he does love her.
Yeah, fucking right.
Like, I'm reading the book, and he does truly love her.
Oh,
But
yeah, the book says so.
and I think even the manga creators like, yeah, he loves her. But I was
Sure,
just like, but the war crimes, the war crimes.
I believe that he's capable of any emotion that is in anger and hate and bloodlust. The guy who was totally willing to murder the woman not that many chapters ago and
Like,
left her after she got pregnant totally
yeah,
loves her.
like I'll be honest, I do think he does truly love her, but my problem is like, he left her when after she got pregnant.
I
I'm
don't
just like,
believe a word.
so I will say, I did believe he did truly love her up until he left her. That's when I was like a little bit like, hmm.
I think he was taking the easy lathe and beat it whenever he found out.
Like, in the book,
He, he is
at
a
least,
scumbag all the way through.
like, I will say, at least in the book, one of the reasons he left, they did give a reason for he left, and it was a better reason than the manga and the anime.
Also, yeah, the book, not the, canon thing, the manga. That gave no reason.
The books are considered canon, or most of them are considered canon. I
There's a
think they're,
lot of plot holes in that series, and then attempts to fix them.
I mean, to be fair, Sasuke's borderline.
The man is a psycho. It comes across like, hey Sasuke, do you actually love her? Uh-huh, sure, as he's packing his bag.
And the worst thing is, you kind of do believe it because he does refer to her as like the only like light in his darkness, and you're like, oh, okay, this is cute, this is sweet, and then he, and then you
Crawling
remember
in my crawl. These crawls do not crawl.
and then it's just like, oh,
That is
wait.
just fucking man. That is the edgiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I won't lie, like sometimes when he refers to his love with as Sakura in the book, it's a little edgy.
That's edgy on the level of kid who listens to Linkin Park and has no idea what the lyrics are, but still says it's deep.
Don't let me die.
I'm not.
Okay. Um. But yeah. So whenever I'm like, I'm not too happy with like the Naruto ending. It's not really the like couples. Because at the end of the day, like I'm not mad at them. I like some of them. I think some of them are straight up adorable. And it's 100% Sasuke.
You have convinced me that Sasuke has zero morality and only chose the side he thought was winning.
Yeah. I mean, it's not wrong. Oh, there is one part in the book though. I know some people like almost both of the fandom who loves like them as a couple. They're like, but it's cute, and I can't help but read it the other way around.
Oh?
So, so there's a part where like Sasuke basically leaves and goes to like a really distant land. And this is when the whole raptor and
Oh yeah,
dinosaurs
that
thing,
absolute lunacy.
that is actually from the one book. And it does make when you read the book, it makes sense what they were trying to go for. Um it does. It really does. And I'll explain it in a second.
Sure.
So basically, Naruto gets really sick and they don't understand what's going on, and like there's like rumors like this far off like land might have the secret of how to cure Naruto
And
because
the
the
answer is dinosaur.
no, basically the bad guy is trying to kind of resurrect a army of dinosaurs to take over the world, kind of like he is basically having a whole bunch of like um prisoners dig up dinosaur bones, and I forget exactly what he uses, but he's able to kind of resurrect the dinosaurs.
Huh?
So it makes a little bit more sense. I'm just giving you the shortened, sweet, condensed version.
By the way, the bread mage is not getting a calm.
What have they been doing? I know
They
they
ran
died.
directly at me with that AoE. They also
Where's the?
stood directly in the AoE and died.
I saw that part.
Like,
Ichigo,
they were
or
not even fucking dodging it to start with.
of course.
Which is kind of why I waited to see if they were going to move before I started healing them.
And they've been kind of impatient.
Yes, they have.
The mentor's actually acting better.
Yeah.
But you didn't let
J
me finish.
dash Tia.
Yes. You didn't let me finish though about what Sasuke did. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm listening.
So Sasuke goes like undercover as a prisoner to try to like figure out if like he can figure out what's wrong with like Naruto.
So they just
And
stopped giving a shit, didn't they, at some point?
what?
The people writing Naruto.
Remember, this is like a book.
Yes.
Um. So. And then Sakura kind of follows him and goes undercover as a doctor at this prison. And so basically one of the inmates with like Sasuke's like, oh, there's a really new pretty like female doctor. She's single, and like Sasuke's like, what? And then he's like, oh yeah, you're not from around here. From like around here when women are married they wear rings to like symbol that they're taken.
Uh-huh.
And then like Sasuke gets so jealous that like he like his fellow inmate called him like Sakura pretty. He like makes a wedding ring out of his chakra.
This is the dumbest thing you've explained to me in regards to Naruto yet. You realize
And
that,
and
yes?
then he's like he literally slips it onto Sakura's finger and's like, wear this. So everyone knows you're taken. And like everyone who ships like Sakura and Sasuke are like, this is the cutest little thing. And I'm just over here like, uh, you're just over there silent.
Yes. Did you not hear me say this is one of the dumbest things you've ever explained to me in regards to Naruto?
I mean, there's I'm sure stupider things I'm forgetting.
That's the thing about, you have explained to me part.
I enjoyed that book though.
I figured.
From all the laughter.
No, just that it was bad.
Uh, I mean, it did give me dinosaurs.
Yeah, I know.
So, I do rank it a little bit higher because of dinosaurs. And
I
let me
fucking hate this red mage.
what do they do now?
You see this bubble I put up to heal us through this event?
Yeah.
And everybody was taking damage? Yeah, he stood directly on the outside of it and wouldn't get in it.
Of course, of course. Why is no one killing the shark?
Because, you expect
Well,
people to play the game?
to be fair, the mentor was. The mentor was attacking his own shark.
Yeah.
It's the red mage.
Yeah. The person I'm seriously considering blacklisting.
I'm just over here like, is there anything else ridiculous in the Naruto novels I can...
I'm sure the entire thing is nonsense.
I will say the dinosaur things, when you're reading it, does make a little bit more sense. I'm like, okay, they're using fossils. Okay, I will give
These
them
things that have never once been in any way considered to exist in this series.
They do now.
Oh, and they also are using Western marriage stuff.
Yes. So, to be fair, it was basically explained that the land Sasuke and Sakura went to is pretty distant.
Is it literally called New York?
No. And if I'm being honest, I can't even remember the name right now.
Level up.
Because I was trying to concentrate on this battle.
Oh, hey, look, it's the panties of healing.
Panties, panties.
I received a player comm.
I did not.
I'm betting the red mage didn't comm because they did literally everything else wrong.
Yeah. Usually those people just don't.
You mean assholes?
Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah. I looked over to make sure of something, and yep. It appears that Twitch has gone through and started, like, getting rid of bot followers again.
How many did you lose?
2.
Oh, that's not bad.
One disappeared the other day, and I think one disappeared, like, 2 days ago.
Ah,
Oh, look, the Wandering Palace hard.
I don't care.
Oh, look, I don't have to worry about the Lily in this one. That's literally how I refer to it as, is worry about, because I still don't quite like it. The fact that I have to, like, switch bars to use it right now.
How much do you want me to pull?
Uh... Let's see how this pull goes.
Okay. For a second, I forgot this one, the little twin berries, were our friends. Oh my gosh,
Temporary allies.
I forgot to tease you the other day.
That's strange, you tease me every day.
I know, but this was about something, like, very specific.
I think you can pull a little more.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, just making sure. I thought the potato disappeared. No, he was just under the rabbit. I legitimately lost track of him. It was like, wait, is he still back there somewhere?
Oh.
Now, as you were saying...
I changed my mind. I want to have a kid.
You're saying that now because you know I don't know if you want me to say something.
I saw the cutest Halloween picture where, like, someone dressed their 2-year-old up as a Tomberry. And then I'm just like, oh.
It's too bad that's literally impossible.
You know, technically, it's not fully impossible. There is ways.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to spend the money on that? Because the answer is still no.
I kind of want to dress up my nephew as a Tomberry. I really want to do it. It was so cute, little baby Tomberry. He was even holding like a little fake knife and everything. We killed the spears, right?
Yes. They're making my life way harder now.
Cute.
Damn, the DPS.
Also, I was joking about the kid.
I know.
Though I did have a moment of, oh, I can't dress up as my own little kid.
You might want to restate what you just said.
I got a little sad because I'm like, oh, I'll never have a little kid of my own that I can dress up as a Tomberry.
Hmm.
Why it was the first time sounded bad.
It sounded vaguely like you said, I can't dress up as my own kid.
Oh, I said I can't dress up my own kid.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I am half tempted to make a joke that the way that there would be a child created is to use the laboratory that I have that I used for the thing and the blah 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 joke blah 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 blah.
I don't think we have to get those.
I don't think so either. If we do, there will be a long walk back. But that will be funny too.
I mean, we've done it before. Like, we've done something in the past like that.
Yeah.
Though we weren't the tank and healer, we were the DPS.
Yeah. I still don't know what that problem was, but
Um, it was. I'm trying to think. I think it was. I don't think it was. I'm trying to think of which dungeon it was. It was one of those where you had to turn turn the little knobby knobs,
oh yeah, one of
and
the switch door
and the
dungeons.
tank, yeah, and the tank clearly was like, "Oh, we don't have to do these," and we were like, I think we do."
Oh yeah, it was one of those spiteful moments of "we told you so" all the way back.
Yeah, do you remember it now?
No. It just sounds like something I would do.
Uh,
Oh, do you remember it now? No.
I'm surprised you don't remember it because it was kind
Why?
of bad.
Oh my god, was that the lullaby that just sounded like a squeaky toy? I can't be laughing, I need the hill.
Yeah, I really prefer not being at that store. Thanks very much.
I have an eternal weakness to squeaky toy noises.
I mean, good news for you. Luigi absolutely loves squeaky toys.
I annoyed someone really bad on a Discord the other day.
What did you do?
So they were showing off like something they were doing in a Stellaris mod,
Yeah.
and it had this giant thing around a star, and I was like, haha, giant salad tongs on the star. And he's like, no, it's a this thing. This is what it do, and this is what it do. And I'm like, haha, funny salad tongs. And he started getting legitimately kind of annoyed. He was like, seriously, what are you doing? And then I was like, haha, imagine it squeezing the star and it making a squeaky toy noise. And then I linked 10 hours of squeaky toy noises.
That's a little evil.
Is it?
Oh my gosh, is
Hmm?
this the boss I really hate at the end?
I don't know. You hate a lot of
Uh,
bosses.
this one might be a problem, because if this is the one I'm thinking of, no one seems to know how to do it correctly, or wants to do it correctly.
That was not the correct spell. Oh, this is the one where the people need to grab the totems to stop him from powering up.
I'm just gonna smack my sword into him. I feel like teasing you again.
Uh-huh.
You know you love it. And teasing you is my love language. I says I say as I giggle over here.
Uh-huh.
How dare you not love my love?
That poor person keeps getting turned into a frog.
I feel bad for saying better than you.
Yes.
Ah, come back here, you. Why are you laughing?
The Lalafell's voice.
Is it like a squeaky toy?
A little bit. I'd get in such troubles at dinner parties in this game.
Did someone say that in chat?
No. I'm saying that because the
Oh.
Lalafell would start talking and I'd just start losing it.
So what you're saying is you probably really should not be with Udall.
Hmm.
Because,
I
like,
mean, I mean, how many times have I openly mocked Lalafell?
yeah, and then, you got a queen over there, that's a Lalafell.
What's she gonna do it about it? Hit me in the face?
Well, since you're a high-ranking military person, I'm sure she could kind of strip you of your rank.
Oh no, what would I ever do without my military rank? Whenever I've already changed factions before and my people followed me.
Wait, this is the part where we told him that he had to, um, spin like, those things, and he just was like, no, we don't.
Eh? Okay.
This was the dungeon.
Okay.
I thought it was a different dungeon, but no. I don't really. I know they kind of thought I was gonna pull more there, but because it's the frog, I don't
There's
like.
nothing more to pull?
But yeah, we've also been in a few cases where we're like, this wasn't the only dungeon where we were like, you have to do this thing. And they were just like, no.
Yeah.
I just remember this dungeon in particular having to run all the way back.
Quote unquote having to.
I don't think we ran on the way back. I think we just like stood.
Yeah, it's also something I would do. Just stand there and wait for them to return.
because it was very much like, oh well, this is your problem now.
Mhm.
I think this is the best boss I don't like.
I remember this guy.
Yeah, please remind me what we have to do. Don't we have to like take down the totem poles quickly?
There's different ones. One of them you have to get him out of. And one of them
Okay.
they have to kill.
Okay. I just remember that usually people never really kill the right totem poles.
And I don't. Yeah, that one. Get him out of that one. That guy was lucky that I knew what to do with Doom. Oh wait, I'm assuming you, not me.
Are you sure we're not supposed to be taking down some of these?
Oh, you're supposed to take out some of them. Like whenever they start filling up the area.
Yeah. I was like,
It's mainly just keeping him out of them.
okay.
Giving it to Lalafell because her voice makes me laugh.
I was just a little nervous because I'm like, I don't want to redo this.
But you remember, they changed this too. It used to be he'd drop a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I know there was like a different, like, kind of almost like a random, not right, rainbow totem pole that you
There's one
were
you had to
sure.
keep him out of. There was one that was a damage buff to, like, or a poison one that everyone would take. There was one that would tether to him, and I believe there was one that you need to kill instantly because it would do area damage.
And if I'm being honest, I completely forgot about the change. Didn't even cross my mind.
Now it's just you keep him out of those circles.
I won't lie, I'm not mad about that change
Yeah, that's a fair one. It was a
because
lot for a thing that isn't ever used.
I think, and I know this doesn't sound dramatic, but I think that probably was like the third worst boss of how many times I've died.
Yeah,
Mostly a lot of like tanks and healers would be like, "Oh, just ignore the totem poles."
which is incorrect.
And that was like before, they made the changes. And again, I completely forgot about like them um doing the changes. So I thought we still had to down the one. I'm putting
Hmm.
us in PvP.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought we still had to down the one totem pole. And that's why I was like, wait, are we doing this correctly? Because I still thought.
I am almost halfway through this level. Yay.
Woo!
Did I get anything on my challenge log? Probably not. No.
Wait, how close are you with challenge log?
Sorry, wrong word. Journal. Challenge log, weekly journal. Not even the journal. That's not even what it's called. What is it called? The Wondrous Tales. Yeah.
Are you done with your
Yeah, I finished them.
weekly stuff?
Uh, everything except Leve quests.
Okay, I kind of really want to do a 90 roulette
Yeah.
for sticker journal.
Uh, The
I think I
problem,
should
there's so many things called things that are synonyms for another thing.
I figured since you know you're streaming, I can just drag you into whatever I want to. Hee hee hee. I'm cute. I can get away with it. You will
She
let me do
believes
it.
that about everything, and it's often not true. It's merely that I actively will just be okay with doing stuff.
Let me think my cuteness will have power over you.
Our word Tylenol.
Let me think my cuteness has power over you. Don't you want me to don't you want me to think I'm cute enough I can just get you to do whatever I want?
No. And that point has been proven endlessly by me actively shooting down every time you've ever said it.
Let me just have a
No.
big head.
No.
Why won't you let me have a big head?
Your head's cute whenever it's small.
You know, part of me wants to be like, oh, really? No, another part of me is like, wait, wait.
Waiting. What do you want?
This is entrapment.
No, it's not.
Let me have a big head.
No.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. On the subject of anime,
Yeah?
would you like to guess how people's reaction of the One Piece chapter this week just being incomplete?
I have no idea.
People's literal response is, "It's One Piece. Why can't he hire all the assistants he wants?" That is people's response.
Hmm. I saw people complaining that he gave a character a canonical age they didn't like.
Character.
I don't know. That's the thing. All I know is people are whining about a One Piece character being 12. And I
Why?
legitimately don't understand why they care. But then again, it's Twitter, and Twitter are, let's
Yeah,
just say,
like
maladjusted. Yeah, that's the word.
I'm not gonna lie. Eh, certain like I don't even know what to say.
Clearly.
I don't even know if I am allowed to say it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna put this in nicer terms. There's one character. Uh, People forget the age of.
They forget the age of a lot of things and then want to call other people certain illegal terms that they're watering down.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, they kind of do certain stuff with the character, and they forget she is at least 15.
These are the same people complain about aged up art too.
And I will say this, like, I absolutely love the character. Her name is Carrot. She's like a bunny mink, and I just love her. She is adorable and wholesome and precious.
I'm
And
vaguely aware of that character.
I'm kind of still a little bit salty with like the fact that she didn't become a like official like Straw Hat.
To be fair, they keep doing that where like they'll like have just like temporary characters as far as I understand.
To be fair, this one was kind of really bad because I could be super off with the timing. I think she was like with the Straw Hats in our time for like maybe 7, if not more years, because she was with them through a huge chunk of manga.
Uh,
Like, she came in before like volume 70 and she just said goodbye. So like her goodbye will be like in volume probably like close like maybe 105, 106.
uh,
So you can see like how long she was with the Straw Hats. And maybe it was longer than 7 years in our time. Maybe I I would have to actually look at the dates. But yeah, she was actually this one was pretty bad just because of how long she was with them.
right.
And then me over here like cute funny character. She's adorable. How dare you take I can understand why like people thought because of like how long it was in our timeline of
Yeah.
years.
Our timeline.
Our timeline. And then I'm just over here like, but cute bunny who is precious and wholesome.
I keep hoping my limit break would respawn whenever they're like all clumped up together. Although I've heard plenty of fun little noises this time, so I think I've gotten a lot of assists.
I can't hear my TV again. Only hear a sound here and there. You know what that is? I don't even know what team we're on.
Blue.
I'd give it up on even checking what team we're on.
I know we're
I
on
definitely,
blue because the enemies are red and yellow.
I'll be honest, all I know was that we were not yellow because I remember smacking yellow in the face. And that's the only reason I know that we were not
We
yellow.
farmed the shit out of yellow, to be fair. I'm on 72 battle high.
Woo! I got jumped in my little bat hive point.
Yeah.
And also, you know, all that I can think about now is how I'm gonna be so upset and disappointed when Viper comes out and it's not with striking gear. Because now I'm just like, it makes sense, so they're not gonna do it. And then I'll be sad because I want to, like, you know, use the cosplay outfit. I also just want to go around. I just also just want to go around looking like an Assassin's Creed character and be like, stabby, stabby, stabby.
Yeah, that's a thing a lot of people have been saying.
Assassin's Creed, stabby, stabby, stabby.
Yeah.
I really want to figure out how to do macros so I can just literally have it on command be like stabby, 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 chat. Assassin's Creed, stabby, stabby, stabby.
I wish I knew how long until my uh frame. Big killy move return.
Limit break?
Yes, thank you.
Don't you have like a little like gauge for your limit break?
Nowhere that I can see.
Really?
Yeah.
My limit break gauge is like upper left corner.
So, I might have never noticed that.
Is it there?
Yeah. I've done 300 something matches of PvP. Probably
Have
over
you
350, and I've never looked.
you seriously never noticed the
No,
limit
I have never
break?
noticed that.
I won't lie. When you're like, I wonder how long for my, I'm just like, you're not looking at your gauge. You're pretty limit break.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
What am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you? Besides love you.
I don't know.
I'm hoping you're like, he's messing with me. He's gotta be messing with me.
That's the fun thing about me. You never know.
Like, I know that uh, you're not messing with me because of just how you were serious about. I wonder. I wonder when it will return.
To be fair, the wording was, I wish I knew.
Yeah, that wording. That's how like that's how I knew. No, you're being serious. I see samurai. Samurai must stop. Well, at least you learned something new.
Yeah. My score is going to look real funny at the end of this.
You know, the worst thing is, our team is hacking and not even trying to get this crystal that's right here.
We're mostly just harassing Red still.
I know, I'm just like, why? There's a pretty crystal. And I'm getting killed! Stop killing me! I got one shot by samurai, which I don't even know where they were.
Yep.
Really?
You mean samurais are busted and should be nerfed, and the company for some reason never fucking has?
Well, I'm really confused because I don't see samurai anywhere near me,
Yeah.
and I was behind a wall.
Yeah.
Can the samurai thing go through a wall?
Apparently. Further testing may be needed, but maybe.
Because, like, behind the wall, I saw, like, a dancer.
Come on. No! Thanks, Red. I just died.
Was it from a samurai?
Red rushed up our lamp. Our lamp? Ramp.
Is that why they're, like, red in chat?
Yeah. Red was up our ramp, and I was trying to go around, like, back up our ramp. So I got sandwiched between Red, who killed me. Well, no, they didn't kill me. They let Yellow kill me. You know. The brain trust that Red is being right now.
Well, we should win this unless if we somehow majorly mess up.
You just need to say that?
Yes. We have only 11 points needed. If we somehow mess this up,
Okay. I got 2 kills, died once thanks to that pinch, and 38 assists. Oh, that was a lot of murdering. That is the second highest amount of murdering in the group, actually. Someone got 42 assists and
I
5
know
kills.
they were like,
Good lord.
yeah.
Oh, hey, a player com.
Change to 90.
You know what's really funny?
Yeah.
I'm less than, like, probably 5% EXP remaining. Okay.
And don't worry, I have plans for what we'll do after this.
Hmm. Also, I
Don't
think that marks my third PvP win in a row.
Is this the longest you've had?
Longest, like, chain of wins, probably. Given that most of my chains are third places that go up to, like, 10.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hi.
hi. But I have plans what we'll do afterwards.
Ah.
Let my cute ex get away with it.
No.
Mm. But I'm streaming with you. You should know it. You might like what I have in store.
Oh?
Also, I'm gonna get up one quick. Oh, be right back.
So here's an update plan to anybody who might be watching. I forgot to like mention this at the beginning whenever I said there was no updates, there might be an update. I'm currently waiting on a DLC for a game to come out, and if it works fine on the day it comes out, I'm going to play that. And I'm hopefully going to play through the entire game, but at this point no promises for playing through every a game at all to the end because I just cannot play a game to the point that like I'm no longer having fun and stream it because then my brain just completely turns off and I don't even speak or even think about anything.
I think since you're having fun, we can try the new variant dungeon.
Yeah, we have plenty of time to unlock it given that estimated wait time today.
I know. Those things usually pop. And I'm a little confused because it's Friday night.
I think that might be why. Second, applying chapstick. Thanks to having to turn on the heater for some of the nights, it started making the air in my room really dry.
I want to make a joke and be like, ooh, luscious lips that are mine.
But yeah, it's a thing where like
You're ignoring me.
I'm betting it's a situation where there's a lot of DPS players signing up because our healer tank dungeons popped instantly.
I like how you're just ignoring the fact that I'm like, you're ignoring me.
But yeah, that's what I think is causing it.
You're not determined. Determined.
I can't wait till we can manage to somehow get you a model.
Me too, because picture, my cute little gothic purple haired elf. I finally figured out, I also, I know I keep saying this, but I would like, a little, like, Luigi hanging off my model too, if possible.
I'm endlessly amused, by the way, that whenever I was trying to use the Bing AI to just generate what that might look like, it was constantly going, no, we can't show you this. And I'm like, what the fuck is causing this?
Whee! We could also always try to go in as a tank healer for 90.
I
We're
kind.
both like, we don't want to.
Yeah, no thanks.
I mean, I would love to try it one day, but I
Well,
don't
we've
want that responsibility right now.
well we've done 90 as tank and healer. It's just a matter of right now. It's like, I've already done several dungeons as healer.
Yeah. Where? That's why.
It's
Also, need
down.
a. Also, as soon as like, is it top?
What?
Would that give me? Help me!
Over here. Where are you going?
I'm lost.
You know, whenever it shows a little down arrow on the quest symbol on the mini map,
It. Yeah, it's not showing for me.
then you're on the correct level.
But where is it?
Where I'm at,
I don't see you.
I'm in a cutscene. I'll laugh if this cutscene teleports me somewhere else.
I will cry. I still feel emotionally upset from yesterday.
This is the least evil looking Aura man I have ever seen.
I miss when you're you. I miss it when you were one. I also miss when you were a bun,
I am a bun.
a male bun.
I don't recall this.
The one that you couldn't just. Oh look, I found it.
See, that wasn't that hard.
It was. I am directly. I am direction challenged. Thank you very much. I have the problems.
Wait, are we going to Hawaii?
That's what I assumed.
Hawaii is an inhospitable dungeon?
Why does he look like you, kind of?
He doesn't look anything like me.
Glasses.
Oh, so everybody with glasses looks alike.
Glasses. Hair.
I slowly look over at the stream.
Also, I like it when I say this character kind of looks like you.
And they never do.
You always just laugh and you accept it.
No. I laugh because you're wrong.
Okay, so that like one AI image you showed me, I was like, that kind of looks like you.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
All it had in common was hair and glasses.
And the beard.
What beard?
pretty sure it had like the image had a beard.
Yeah?
It was you.
No, it wasn't. I have to
It
ask
was you.
again, what beard?
Trying to scroll up to find it.
I know the image had a beard. I don't think you catching on.
Did you shave it?
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Links.
What?
I'm small and green.
Oh, no, you're not. You're that.
I'm not that hour off.
No, I said you what you are.
Oh god. You know the worst part? I look at that and you know what I see?
What?
Castlevania Dracula after a long night.
Oh,
I don't look like
yes, you do.
that. No, I don't.
The beard's a little bit more sharper and cleaner. The hair's a little bit longer, but
I'm tiny and green.
mm, I'm gonna just stop saying anything else.
Oh.
Yes.
You'd make a terrible VTuber.
Well, I don't have my B2 model, so
Yeah, I do.
fine. You're tiny and green and a goblin.
It's been a consistent back of my mind joke that burger is a replaceable, like, thing that I'm just controlling.
So you're not tiny and green.
I'm tiny and green whenever I'm tiny and green. That doesn't mean I'm always tiny and green.
Is that you over there?
I
Yes. Hi.
I could be lots of things if I just, took the time and effort to create them in the horrifying combination of science and magic. Yes, everything
Uh,
about this is all meta jokes.
all, all of the teasing I could be doing right now.
Oh, are you not teasing right now?
Not what's what I want to say.
Pervert.
I am a little innocent elf. Thank you very much.
Claiming to be, what is that VTube term? Say so?
Huh?
There's a VTube term, I think it's say so, that means clean in Japanese, which is like little, innocent, and family friendly.
I am
No, you're
little
not.
friend. Thank
No,
you very much.
not in the slightest.
Yes, I am. How dare you? All of the internet knows that women are all innocent.
Yeah,
They're pretty ones.
yeah,
What was
sure.
that?
Don't
What was
worry.
that noise?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, sure. All the female VTubers that are known for their say so attitude, like Shy Lily, Pipkin Pippa, uh, that one that showed up dressed like Pipkin Pippa's husbando. Pinma, that's her name.
I won't lie. That actually is now my new favorite VTuber clip because the silence from Pippa followed by "You're messed up in the head," like coming from Pippa of all people to be like, "You're messing with my head. What is wrong with you?"
I am 90% sure she was not warned or expecting anything. That
No,
was
the worst
too
thing was
genuine.
no, the worst thing is she wasn't warned, and the worst thing is, like, apparently before they started, she started before she started, like, the stream, she was showing Pippa all of, like, her toggle outfits, but didn't show her that one,
Yeah.
and you can even hear Pippa to be like, "Is that why you're showing me some of the outfits?" And, like, she was just like, "Yeah."
I am still endlessly amused that their boss, during a live fucking interview with one of the people, literally goes, "Yeah, Tenma would be a perfect idol if she just never talked." And then Tenma shows up and yells at him.
Which I think you said you were gonna find me that clip and send it to me.
Did I?
Yeah, you never did.
There's a couple of things that I need to send you, actually, including her not knowing how to say the word beach. You know where
And
that's going, don't you?
yes. Also, I don't know much about this player, and I'm guessing she's somehow more of a goblin than Pippa.
Tinma? Uh, I'm not sure what nationality she is. I just know she's not like native English speaker because she has a pretty heavy accent.
And I mostly met with like trolling.
Oh god, every girl in that company needs severe and consistent therapy.
You know, the worst thing is some of them seems like, kind of normal.
Hmm.
Some of
Hmm.
because I've watched some live streams like where they've done stuff together like with Pippa. She's done some like co-streams with a few others. And I'm just like, yeah, like compared to Pippa, they seem a little more normal. Until like what's her name, Tenma?
Tinma.
Until I saw Tenma like that clip of Tenma being like,
Is this the beach one? I think this is the beach one. Don't watch it until you get off, though.
but where is the one where she yells at their boss?
I have to find it.
Hurry up! I'm impatient.
You don't have to wait to watch it anyways. I have to stream. I have to sift. Wow, those words are nothing alike. I have to sift through all the VTube channel and this one Discord arguing about random shit like shoe sizes. Okay?
Also, I feel like this could be taken as me having a really big head, but this is just me being like,
Ah.
I need a lot of therapy. So are you saying I would do well as a VTuber with that company? Because I too need a lot of therapy.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
No,
Let the record show. Everybody. I didn't say it, she did. I said nothing.
now I'm trying to catch to see if you're actually gonna agree.
Why is it always this one?
For the last 3 weeks, this is all I've gotten.
I immediately targeted the tank for some reason.
Still in the healer mindset.
I've been
Also,
doing way too much leveling.
I'm guessing you're just ignoring my little traps.
Haha, funny monkeys.
Yes.
This is a pretty dungeon.
You're so mean to me.
I haven't said anything.
And I was joking about my own mental illness.
I don't even have a clue to begin to guess at what you said because I heard something that sounded like yo jojo, and then
I was saying I'm joking about my own mental illness. Ah.
how dare you? You'll get banned on some discords for that.
I mean,
No, I haven't forgotten who those people are.
I mean, it's a good thing I'm not really in a lot of Discord.
There's some people who just need to like pull their heads out of their asses, but not going to get back into that too much. I don't want to be tilted right now.
I mean, you might get that way when we go into the variant section.
Probably. But we got this dungeon to get through, and I can be happy until that happens.
Uh, I figured since while you're at least you're in a good mood. I also have the thought of, he's in a good mood. We should do the Fall Guys then.
That was a little too loud.
But then I
I
went,
never went back and clipped that thing you wanted me to clip because I
I
forgot which part.
it was the Betty White part.
Oh, the part where I was actually laughing at the thing and not laughing in a psychotic fit.
Uh, it was more of the reaction to wait Betty White, isn't it?
Yeah.
Followed by laughter.
That's happened a few times now, though, hasn't it?
Yes. So it was just really funny with the Betty White thing because I forget exactly what you said about Betty White, but you were like, wait, Betty White, like,
Well, she's most known for being in sitcoms, yeah.
yeah, I think you were like sitcom Betty White.
Yeah.
So to be fair, I think the last like 10 years of her acting, it was mostly some movie stuff.
As far as I know, she... Wait, I shouldn't say that. That'd be bad. That wouldn't make be a joke people would understand as a joke. Oh god.
Oh, I accept it.
I thought the healer knew where they were going.
I'll be honest, I've read that really wrong.
Same. I didn't realize until they stopped that we had fucked up royally.
Yeah, I know, like, uh,
Also, if you want to know what the joke I was going to make was, I was going to say something along the lines involving that whole Alex Baldwin thing. You know, where he shot somebody on set. And got away with it. Because they couldn't prove he did it on purpose.
I'm wondering what that has to do with Betty White.
I was going to make a joke that Alec Baldwin killed her. No!
Ah! Okay, apparently none of us can, like, none of us in this group can read it.
Yeah.
It's making me feel a little better about myself. No, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die. Of course we could. Silly you. Also, I like the fact that um I like that our tank is named like the Garden Keeper.
I still want that pink Sakura Dark Knight weapon that we've been promised for over years now.
and I'm kind of getting a little. There was like several like weapons that were good,
Wasn't one of
and
them a giant spoon?
yes, that's the one you wanted. But there was like
I wanted the
uh
Sakura sword and the giant spoon.
yeah, and I think there was like I definitely remember those Sakura because both me and you were like, that's the first thing, that's the first thing we want, that's the first thing we want. And but there was like a beautiful white mage weapon too, like
Yeah.
real pretty. There was a few really pretty ones, and then like a few like funny ones like the spoons.
The spoon I need even more now, because there's a Toho character now that has a giant spoon. The silence to that.
I'm getting a little frustrated because I'm having trouble with my uh thingy mabob,
Thingy, mabob.
the targeting system.
Oh,
I kept trying to target one thing, and the game was like, ha 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 ha. Nope.
interesting.
I'm still wondering why you gotta touch it when I'm touching.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see you in front of my character.
How dare you?
You disappear whenever you stand in front of my character at certain camera angles.
I mean, I guess good to know. Will I still be offended? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I will be.
Of course you'll still be offended.
Yeah, I don't know why my like targeting system, because I kept trying to like target the blocky thing
The
or whatever,
blocky thing.
the clocky thing,
Block?
the clock, the little like clock teleporter thing.
Is it not a giant, like, gateway?
Okay, a gateway. Okay, the gateway.
That was a serious question. I've never actually been able to look at it up close.
I I always assumed it was either like a door or a clock,
Ah,
but I've never like been able to actually look at it closely because that's like one of those things where you gotta try to kill quickly,
yeah.
because uh, not all the tanks and healers can like withstand long amounts of that.
Yeah.
And I know the idea is to like kill that thing quickly, and I kept trying to, because my cancer gauge was full, and I kept trying to like actually target it. And the second I target it and then would actually use my special like gauge on it, it would actually switch out onto another enemy. I was starting to actually get kind of really frustrated.
Yeah.
I never had that much problems with targeting.
Welcome to How I Feel a Lot.
I know, I'm over here like, Healer, healer, healer.
I had my button, like, uh, just under my finger waiting to switch bars.
I won't lie, I forgot you're red mage for a second, and so my brain's like, oh, if they die, we're in trouble.
I play this class out of a lack of trust for literally anybody else around me.
Do you want to reword that a little bit?
I've done dungeons with you.
But it sounded like you didn't trust me.
How often have you followed me directly into, like, AoE?
Yes, see, I have trust in you.
That's okay.
Even if, you know,
It's a
you get...
bad idea.
So, you don't trust me as your healer, okay?
I don't trust anybody around me. Especially not me. I especially don't trust me.
My little feelings are hurt. I'm gonna give you the silent treatment now.
What do you want me to do? Kiss them? I can't kiss the ephemeral. You don't even know what that word means, do you?
Now you're calling me stupid because you don't trust me, and now you're calling me stupid. Just, what are you trying to do to me? Yeah?
Sorry, I'm waiting for something I'm allowed to say on stream to come to mind.
I'm over here feeling salty.
I heard a really good insult the other day for, like, a property.
Yeah.
Did you just yeah at me?
Yeah.
It went a little like this. If you were a spice, you would be flour.
Oh no, this isn't me forgiving you. I'm still mad too.
Yeah? Do you like that one?
I'm still like, what?
You know, flour? Like cooking flour?
Yeah?
If you were a spice, you would be cooking flour.
I'm sitting here trying to think if, like, flour is even considered a
It's
spice.
not.
Like, I'm overthinking this right now. And I don't even know what the actual joke is supposed to be. I'm just over here overthinking it.
It's basically stating that something is completely bland and not, like, even necessarily a spice, I guess.
Are you calling me bland?
I love how you assume everything I say is about you.
Well, you know, you just a bit, you know, making me salty left and right the last few minutes. So why not? First, you don't trust me as your healer or tank. Mar, at some point, I will make you regret those words, and I will put aggro on you. And then when it happens, you'll be like, why did you do that? I'll shank you, and you'll be like, why did you do that? And I'll be like, well, since you don't trust me.
It's funny. that I literally say I don't trust anybody, including myself, and you took that personally.
Yes, you're supposed to trust me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Supposed to trust me.
I'm sorry, input unknown.
I can't. I don't even know if you can hear my unhappy noises.
No.
Oh, I'm over here going.
Ow.
Sorry, cat.
That was the quietest she's ever been.
She actually bumped up against my mic.
Uh,
See, look, I trust you. Why don't you trust me?
I don't trust anyone. Not even myself. Especially not myself.
I just want you to trust me.
Listen, listen. If I open my trust dungeons, are you going to be there?
You're just digging this hole deeper and deeper.
I like digging holes.
So if I give you a shovel and tell you to go dig me a hole right now, no questions asked.
I will get arrested for breaking town laws. Yep.
What town walls do you have?
I don't know. If you dig a big enough hole, it breaks like some sort of permit law. Don't ask why I know that.
Why do you know this? I want to know.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
No, 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 you don't get to escape. You hurt my feelings, and now I want to know. So this is how we're gonna be.
Did you not see what I even did?
No, I didn't. What did you do?
When you said you're not going to escape me, I jumped in the ocean and swam away.
Now you usually add red mage, right?
Yeah.
Now, is there anything you want to say to me?
What day is it? Silent. It's Wednesday, right?
No. I can tell if you're messing with me, and I'm just like, mm.
I'm gonna be incredibly honest. It's not Wednesday, yeah?
It's Friday.
Why is it Friday?
I don't know. I couldn't make the days of the week up.
I would love to speak to Julius Caesar, but I don't think I'm going to have that opportunity.
How dare you? The answer was God.
No, the modern calendar was written by Julius Caesar.
No, how dare you? It says in the Bible 7 days.
Yeah, that's why God called it Thursday and named all the days after various pagan gods that didn't exist yet. And also named October after a Roman emperor who didn't exist yet.
So do you want to rethink about not trusting me? I'm just giving you a chance. Because I don't technically have to let you. I don't technically have to, heal you. Do you really not trust me?
I'm going to test your faith. Will you let me die?
How many times have I let you die?
Oh, so you've done it on purpose, have you?
No, I've never done it on purpose. And how dare you try to turn this around? Are you gaslighting me?
No, that's not a thing. There's no such thing. That's crazy. What are you talking about?
You know, you know. Oh, I feel like some people probably think we're nuts.
Some people. Yeah, the government.
You know what I was actually thinking? I was putting it in nicer terms. I was thinking people probably think we're so abusive towards each other.
Yeah, people also get upset if people date within a like 3 year range of their own age. So
You don't have to worry about that. We only have like a 6 months difference.
I still think that's really funny that we were that close in age. Are that close in age, not past tense.
Uh,
I heard thunder in the game, and I had to stop myself from looking out the window because it's supposed to storm here again sometime tonight. Can I have this island too?
yeah, I like this island. Also, if I tell you something that's kind of funnier, don't, I wouldn't be like, don't get jealous, okay?
Curiosity peaked.
Like the last guy I really, really liked,
Yeah.
he was also younger than me,
Uh,
but he was like only a month and 1 day younger than me. So then when we met and you're like 6 months and a day younger than me, I'm just over here like, huh, this is a trend.
And it ended with me, because you're not getting with anybody else now.
Oh, okay, you're forgiven.
I meant that in a more threatening way, but okay.
Oh no, no, I liked it. I like the threatening, protective way. You forget, I like that. I like you protective.
I still can't get over the fact that you were trying to scare me away and I was like 5 feet of concrete dense.
Did
Is
you
that a
know I was
lullaby? Kick.
did you know what I was doing or
I had no fucking idea.
when I look back, I feel really, really guilty.
That's okay.
Why? Because it ended so well.
Because if you said literally nothing, I would have never known.
Oh no! Oh no! What do we do? What do we do?
Why would I know? Okay, so that's a timed AoE mechanic. Cool. Oh, I get what this is. Stand here. Yep.
But yeah, I just feel bad that I was trying to scare you off when you're so lovable.
You didn't know at the time. What is he doing now?
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh.
I saw lines appear on the ground and brain full activated on get away.
Also, I'm so glad that you don't take any offense that I was trying to push you away,
I'm used to
but
it.
instead you're very amused by it. But I don't want you to be used to it because I love you. You should not be used to it. You
Oh
should
god.
love.
Um,
Oh, I don't know what's happening, but I'm safe, so
moving AoEs. And I unhappily stood right in front of two of them that didn't have a way through them, so I had to run. Uh, uh, uh. This is probably wrong, just so you know. Okay.
you're holding your breath, weren't you?
Noah's going, which requires me to not hold my breath, actually.
After the part you were like, this is probably wrong. Uh,
Man, I did not miss these really long fights that are totally meant to be done with not a full party. Oh god. Um,
we should technically try, certain people.
good luck getting them on the same schedules right now.
That's not exactly what I'm worried about.
Oh.
More worried about, oh, how many heart attacks tea will give me.
You you mean with her incapacity to figure out what's happening on her own?
Yes. And you know how she talks and, talks and not
Doesn't hear
yeah.
anything we're saying.
And worst thing is the one time when we got the one dungeon where, the boss, it's blue out, purple in,
Yeah.
and she died and she was like, why didn't you? She was like, Ellie, why didn't you tell me? I was like, I did, you were talking.
Yeah. There have been moments with that particular person. We've literally been going this, and she just keeps talking and hears nothing.
She's quite aware of it because she has made jokes that
She,
she puts my healing skills to the test.
yeah, and she apologizes for it constantly too.
And I'm just like, which it is just fine because like it's it's a game. It's not serious. Sometimes it's really funny.
It's often very funny.
Like 99% of the time. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Luckily, we've been able to predict this one pretty well. So maybe whoever's left over at the team is starting to learn how to make an actual, AoE pattern. I am incredibly mean to the people that do literally anything and anything.
You think?
Nah,
You think?
nah,
You're not a little judgmental?
nah. I never get salty. I never say things out of anger that are completely wrong because I missed something. And I'm never mean to anybody. I don't know what you're talking about.
Being a little angel is my job.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Then why haven't you been doing it?
I got a outdoor furniture. Excuse you.
That took a while.
I want. Yeah, I think I want that island. Is that like a giant boat that crashed? I want it.
This is weird sand.
I'm just over here like it looks like sand to me.
The way that it's like raised up is and then flattened on top. It's a pretty rainbow effect.
Also, I'm very happy and impressed that we did not even die to that boss.
Yeah, just wait.
We usually die at least the first time with the boss.
I
I
have a
mean,
bad feeling about literally the other two, though.
I thought you were gonna say the last boss.
No, both of them, I'm kind of like, what's going to happen?
We also really need to finish
The
the
other
other
one?
one.
Yeah. I especially want the costume pieces, but they were kind of ridiculous, weren't they? With how many times you
Uh,
needed to run it.
yeah. Um, I kind of really want to go through this because I really want the mount you get
Oh yeah,
for
they all give mounts, don't they?
what's this?
What's he going to want?
Something's in the water. Okay, I'll let you pick. I guess it's a different path.
Yeah.
but yeah, but I kind of really want to like, go through this and get them out, but
right?
my OCD is very much like,
I
yeah,
really
these
want the outfits from the other one too, so
I
yeah, it's a
figured,
problem.
I'll be honest, since we don't really have anything much to do. I figured in the next 2 weeks I'm gonna really bug you to finish the other one.
Okay.
I figured you could dream it. I figured that's how I'm gonna get you to finish it.
You finally learned to use my desire to get multiple things done at once against me.
Yes. So this isn't new because I had that thought like last month. I was like, I could use this.
Yeah. This already another choice? Surely not. It's probably going to be one of those things that changes what the boss does, actually. I do like these dungeons. I'm happy they've added these dungeons with actual, like, different paths and whatnot into the game.
Yeah.
Even if you can't, like, get them in normal, like, roulettes, which would make that kind of... A lot of dungeons have a problem of they just become really tedious whenever you have to do them over and over again. So having dungeons that actually have like inbuilt variants to it would be nice to see show up in the actual roulettes.
Yeah. Um. eh. So this might be the last thing I do.
That's fine. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to be able to continue doing after this anyways.
Okay, I know how I can get you back from earlier for not trusting me. So you'll never watch Attack on Titans with me?
No.
Why not?
You know how I am with watching things I genuinely have no interest in.
But it would make me so happy. Happy.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Oh my gosh! So did you hear about Nintendo?
What do they do now?
Well, I guess they're like making a big deal about how like they're actually gonna have like games on sale because uh ooh, why can't I have that as a mount? That mount, I want it. I already have a Stingray mount, but I want that.
So what
It's
about then?
all so you know how like the Nintendo store, um, like there's certain games that just never really go on sale with like inside like the actual like eShop, right?
Yeah, basically all of them.
Like the main ones, like the big popular names, like the Outsider games, like One Piece, Lego games, stuff like that. They'll go on sale, but Pokemon, Breath of the Wild, any Zelda games or like Mario games, it's hard to find like sales. So I guess like Nintendo made a big deal about how it's gonna they were gonna have like a good Black Friday. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the eShop that they're gonna actually have like a pretty good sale for Black Friday for once. And people
Huh.
were like, "This isn't good though."
Let me guess, it was stuff like 2% and 5% off.
I mean, it is kind of good, but here's the thing. Like some of the games aren't newer, like the stuff that people would want. Like the stuff that's on sale is like Mario Odyssey, the first Breath of the Wild.
Oh, things you could buy in store for, like,
cheaper,
yeah.
cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and people are literally like, okay, but Breath of the Wild, we literally like someone literally commented being like, I just found Breath of the Wild in like a Walmart for $20.
Yeah,
And
that's how Nintendo operates. Also, what? Why is the final boss music playing already?
I also want this as a mount. This is
Is it
this
because it has sunflowers on it, basically?
yes, and it's colorful. I like color.
Nintendo, we're going to have a sale, tries to sell you stuff you can buy elsewhere for even cheaper. Yep, that's
Yes,
Nintendo.
and people are kind of mad because they're like, okay, but this and you know a lot of it's like older like
Yeah.
games. Like again, Odyssey was like what I think that was like either the first or second game that came out
Mm-hmm.
with the Switch.
They're finally putting shit on lower price. And it's shit that's not even going to stay lower price. They're going to put it back to 60. Like, yeah, this is what Nintendo does.
And the worst thing is you can find like hard copies for way cheaper.
Yeah, I have. I have some of those games as hard copies, and I did
Yeah,
not pay Nintendo full price for them.
yeah. I was about to say like I have Breath of the Wild and did not pay fees for it.
I have some of those digitally, and I bought the card version for cheaper than that. Uh, punch. Push. Oh, okay. It was a push on those, not us. Very neat. Got it. God damn it, Square.
I mean, they got us. What? Ooh, I don't know if I like that.
Line AoEs, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, people are very much like I don't know. It's just funny that like Nintendo kind of was like, we're gonna actually have it in the eShop.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest that Nintendo's scummy about it.
And then there's a few people I saw defending it, being like, but every year Nintendo games are on Black Friday sale, and people have. I saw some people literally have to be like, no, that's by like the store's usual like decision.
Um, up, get in a bubble.
I'm gonna die. I did not die. Okay, okay.
Okay, so these AoEs are just lying to us, yes?
Why did we die?
Because the fish got thrown up too.
How do we not let the fish get thrown up?
We don't. The AoE on the ground was a lie.
So we don't have to jump in the bubbles?
I don't know.
I don't like not knowing.
I assume all the bubbles got thrown in the air, but maybe some of them have bubble, like arrows pointing up and maybe some don't. Maybe the AoE literally was just a fucking lie. And I've literally stated that's one of the things I was at least happy they weren't doing was giving us literally lying AoEs. But fuck me, I guess.
You know, I want to make a joke that I usually
Hmm.
make.
Genuinely unhappy about that.
Hey, at least
Also,
we got.
once again, them putting words in the middle of the screen where nobody's able to read them without, like, you know, directly focusing while we're surrounded by fucking AoEs and need to be looking at where our character is, which is not the middle of the screen. It is really, really lazy that they just give us a character telling us what's going to happen instead of making AoEs that are directly readable. This is not a real push, even though it looks like a real push. All it does is move those, which is really, really stupid.
I follow you because I should.
You said salt would happen eventually with me, and here we are. Because the designers.
Hey, at least you know it sounds tricky.
Yeah.
I didn't make it! Why didn't you tell me to run? You're supposed to protect me from myself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're supposed to protect me from everything, even from myself.
Also, I don't know how, but I think you've gotten quieter.
No! I might be getting sleepy. I won't lie.
Oh. So yeah, that's in a bubble. See this giant AoE?
Okay, I see all of them look like
You
they're
see the
swinging
AoE
from.
on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not real.
Okay, so that was just like ha 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 ha. Gotcha.
No, that was to tell us that I was going to throw everything in the air because there were things on the outside of the fucking arena. You know, those places that people's eyes aren't. If this suddenly pushes us, I'm going to scream. What the fuck?
Oh no, it's gonna do that instead.
God. I want to write a strongly worded letter. What's this doing? Oh, hey, look, it's near Automata slow-moving AoE bubbles.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with this.
I sure do love AoEs you can't, like, see happening until they're happening. There's a lot of designs they're doing that is entirely just beginner's traps.
By chance, do you have the tank thing? I was like, he is aggro to me, and I would really prefer if he wasn't.
I was not expecting a tank buster. I'm happy I had it activated just early enough that I didn't take the full brunt of that. Oh boy, here we are, halfway through his health.
Remember how I was saying like a few minutes ago, I'm gonna force you to do the rest of the other ones?
Mm-hmm.
You're just probably
I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm making an assumption that this will be fine. Yep, okay. Oh look, AoEs! Oh look, they're following AoEs. I kind of wish they'd differentiate those.
He's back on why? I am not a tasty little dragon. Leave me alone.
That was wrong button again. God damn it.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, so whenever he does one of the out or in AoEs, he will immediately do the other one too.
The worst thing is, I know that, but my mind is just like processing way too slow with that because as soon as I as soon as I realize it's like too late, I'm just like,
Yeah.
just
Oh god, I moved too soon.
no. And the stupid AoEs.
Yep.
You know what's fun is being a healer and having those on flight.
Yeah, and basically every move you have is not ready yet.
Yeah. Whoa! Hey, I remember this time. Okay, brain no longer processing truth look.
I do find it funny that they have, like, on so many of these, bosses who have a one-time only at the beginning of the fight mechanic that then just doesn't end up in their rotation ever again.
Oh, what did he do at the start?
Uh, I don't... The one-time only mechanic that he did was the, jump fish mechanic thing.
Uh,
Also, I think the internet cut out there for a second.
meow.
I'm gonna have to check the, actual stream, but I didn't see anything on my end stop.
We did
No,
it.
OBS just somehow disconnected from the chat for a second. That's weird. Oh well. Also, yeah, that was only two bosses, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're always usually two.
Really?
Usually two.
Because isn't it usually one boss, then like a second, then like it's always like the first boss is like the same on every one, and then it has two others.
No, it's always two.
Is it?
Yeah.
I swear every single one of them has had three bosses on every like path.
I want to be like one of that. Um,
I am opening Google. Oh, are we gonna get a pretty location?
so pretty. This is so pretty.
Let's see.
Flowers are taller than Ellie. Did we just do this just so he fish?
Yeah,
So
more or less.
this is something, something that you would do.
Fish? Are you kidding me?
So
You
it's
know,
a
it's
scoop.
proving to be really annoying to find actually the information I'm looking for.
Like, I'm not fully sure about the second variant, but the first one is definitely two.
I swear it was 3 in the first one, too.
No, no, no. Okay, which one did we do though? That's the real question.
We'll find out. I actually pulled up one of the old maps, which also isn't telling me. Whatever.
I think we did number four apparently.
Really? I'm not sure what all the choices we did there were, but okay. Let's see, it's under where? Uh, duties B and C.
Oh my gosh, I thought we did way more for the second one.
Yeah, no, we only got through 5 because that one felt really long in spots.
You're gonna have fun then.
Your definition of fun is strange and abnormal.
You're gonna be tortured. What the little bird?
You want a lot of things.
I want a loon to distract them while I grab the bird and run for it.
No,
Why not?
not doing that. Mm. The reason I might not continue much longer is I don't think I actually slept that well last night, and I'm feeling a bit lightheaded.
Meow meow.
I feel so bad for Al though, because every time I stream this, I'm like, you know, next time I stream and he's in chat, I'll like invite him to the FC because we agreed that like he's been around long enough.
Yeah.
And then I just haven't streamed late enough for whenever he usually shows up now.
I mean, knowing you, that will kind of soon change.
Yeah, probably whenever I actually play that one game with the DLC coming out. I will probably dump 100 hours into that within a week.
Also, before you go to bed, you have to find me that one clip and send it to me.
Which clip?
Uh, the one, what?
Just laughing because I like you paused
The
because
one,
you've
I'm trying
told
to
me
think.
3 times.
Do you actually remember?
The
Are
Tenma
you,
clip.
okay, I was like, wait, are you messing with me? I never know if you're actually forgetting or if, how dare you laugh? This is a very serious matter.
And I'm a very serious person. Allo, allo.
Also, I want to quickly look at the clothes because I don't even know what the clothes set looks like.
I completely forgot about clothes being a thing that these give.
I mean, I'm sure we will have to run it like 50 gazillion times for one piece of armor. Oh,
Probably. Hot shard. Um. Oh, it's that set of clothing. Okay. Oh, look, another hat I can't wear. What is this for?
can get the wing.
Miscellaneous for those who want to indulge their mischievous side and now used to oh, that's a fashion item?
I'm a little fairy. Wait, wait, I'm fairy.
I'm shocked those are what were so cheap.
Oh, I love them. Wait, do I have the crap? I probably took that one off.
The blue powdered pixie wings.
No, I think I probably did. Crap. You know the one fairy outfit.
Oh, right. Once again, I'm shocked these weren't the most expensive thing, because that's usually their MO with this.
Yeah, I love them so much. I love them. I am a fairy. You're supposed to pet me on the head and tell me what a cute little fairy I am.
You say that after you've teleported away.
Look, you're not supposed to point out my imperfections.
You're demanding things that I can't do literally because you've directly prevented it from happening.
Why
Those
didn't you
those
follow me?
imperfections.
I
I
didn't
didn't get a
follow.
teleport.
I want you like greeting. Come, 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 come. I'm at the crystal waiting for you.
Hmm.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything. I was half expecting you to be like, okay, princess. Where are you? Why aren't
Phrasing.
you coming? What?
Phrasing.
What do you mean phrasing?
Never mind. Maybe you are say so.
I'm. Did your mind went to a dirty place?
No.
Then why did you say phrasing? Oh my gosh, your mind went to a dirty place.
So you want me to pet you, yes?
Yes.
Huh.
You say I'm a princess. I want to pet.
You don't pet princesses. You'd get in trouble, wouldn't you?
Also, I just want your, you know, your.
Presents?
Well, I turned a bunch of stuff.
Is that so?
Yes. Don't you dare teleport away. Why?
I got turn in stuff too.
But I could have turned in stuff, and then you could have. Then I could have been at you while you turned in stuff.
Or I could open a box sooner. Maybe there'll be a mount in there for you.
I've given up.
I haven't.
I mean, am I still doing it? Yeah, but I'm no longer like, today's the day.
Have you been actively going today every single time?
I haven't in months. Like the first few months when it was released, I was very hopeful with how many boxes like I was opening. Like today, I've opened, and this isn't joking. I've opened like 3 boxes today. I mean, I know that's not like a lot, but I still opened 3.
Have you used the crystal prism things that we get from the island?
Huh?
You know the little prism things that make something happen from the island? Have you seen what they do?
No.
Use one. Discord has completely cut out. I've not heard you say anything since the who. She just disappeared. That is some horrific timing. It makes it look like she's used a prism that I told her to use, gasped, and then vanished. Oh no. She's gone. Oh no. I've made her vanish. I just got a message from her. The cat unplugged my laptop. Okay. Well, she just said that she was going to get off anyway, so. Alright. Due to me being feeling a little bit of lightheadedness and being tired in general, I'm going to call stream here. We'll see if I return tomorrow or another day or something. But until then, can you. I'm literally doing the ouch! Alright, Lynx. Yes? What is it? I want to see the house decoration, but I need you to put things back. Okay. Here. Now put it down. Oh my god, that is horrific. Oh wait, it's backwards. I thought that was a face. Lynx. Lynx. You put it down backwards. But yeah, I thought that was the face. But no, it's a burb. I know it's backwards. Shush. But does it match the house though? Uh, no. Not in the slightest. Like, at all. Now, do you want me to put the barrel back? Huh? Yes, please. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Okay, store it. Then, was that the correct item? Wait, that wasn't the correct item, was it? Oops. Where was this set again? Oh. It was over here somewhere, I think. Hold on. That wasn't the barrel. Where was the barrel? The half barrel? Okay, that was... Actually, I have a thought. Give me a second here. It was right there, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, wings flap whenever you jump. I forgot about that. There you go. I put it back. Alright, now that you've successfully dragged this out over the 34-minute mark. Okay, now I'm done here. Alright. Thank you all for being here. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful time of day. Remember to do human things to survive. Bye-bye. Stop stream.